Today we will discuss conversion of one system of unit to other. It means if a unit is given to us, for example 1 Newton, and it is asked to convert it into dyne, then what we will discuss today, that method we will use to convert one system of unit to other. This we have already done. Q is equal to N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. It means magnitude of a physical quantity is equal to N1 U1, that is equal to N2 U2. Where N1 is representing the number and U1 is representing the size. Similarly, N2 will also be number and U2 is representing size in another system. So if we will consider this formula, N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, then N2 U2 can also be equal to N1 U1. From here, N2 is equal to N1 U1 divided by U2. Let us consider that in this system where we are going to consider U1, it is dependent on mass, length and time. And in this system, the size of these fundamental units, if this system is given in SI system, then size of fundamental units will be kilogram, meter and second. And if you are going to go in another system, for example CGS system, and this given quantity depends upon mass, length and time, then size of fundamental unit will differ. Size of fundamental unit in CGS system, of mass we will consider gram, of length we will consider centimeter and of time we will consider second. So this is related to one system, this is related to another system, and physical quantity can depend on various fundamental quantities. It can be derived. So size of fundamental unit will be different in this system. It may or may not be same in another system. So when you will solve question like this, you will use this formula N2 is equal to N1 U1 divided by U2. So you can write N2 is equal to N1. What will be U1? U1 is representing on which quantities this depends and to which power. So we can write M1 raised to power A, L1 raised to power B, T1 raised to power C. This is in first system. In second system, size of unit is going to be different. So I cannot write here M1. I will write M2 raised to power A, L2 raised to power B, T2 raised to power C. And further solving, you will get N2 is equal to N1, M1 upon M2 raised to power A, L1 upon L2 raised to power B, T1 upon T2 raised to power C. Here A, B, C will not change, because whether you are going to consider speed in SI system or speed in CGS system, dimensions of mass, length and time, it will remain same in both the system of units. Let us use this equation to solve one question. It is given to us, convert 1 Newton into dyne. Use of this equation is easy as compared to derive this equation, and we have to make use of this equation only. So you focus on how to use this equation to have conversion. Question is, convert 1 Newton into dyne. So first we have to see, we are talking about which physical quantity. Newton and dyne both are units to measure force, units of force, and dimensional formula for force is M1 L1 T minus 2. This dimensional formula will remain the same, either we are talking about SI system or we are talking about CGS system. What will change? Change will be there in the size of fundamental unit that we are taking to measure mass, to measure length and to measure time. These dimensions will remain the same. Either we are going to consider SI system or we are going to consider CGS system. So our basic formula was N2 is equal to N1, M1 upon M2 raised to power A, L1 upon L2 raised to power B, T1 upon T2 raised to power C. Now this system is SI system. This system is CGS system. In SI system, this first one, M1, L1, T1, what is the size of the fundamental unit? In SI system, when we are talking about Newton, mass will be measured in kilogram, length will be measured in meter, and time will be measured in second. And the system that is asked, we have to go from Newton to dyne. In CGS system, mass we will consider in gram, length in centimeter, and time we will consider in second. Dimensions of mass, length and time will remain the same. Only the size of the unit to measure mass, length and time is going to differ. So when I will compare this equation with this, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to -2. So we will replace M1 by its size in SI unit, that is 1 kilogram. This L1 by 1 meter, T1 by 1 second. In denominator, all are in CGS system. So in CGS system, mass will be measured in gram, length will be in centimeter, time will be in second. A was equal to 1, B was equal to 1, C was equal to -2. Now we will consider 1 kilogram to be written as 1000 gram, 1 meter as 100 centimeter, 1 second will remain as 1 second, and when we will solve it, gram will get cancelled with gram, centimeter with centimeter, second with second. So we are left with 1000 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 1. So we are going to have 10 raised to power 5. It means 1 Newton will be equal to dash. What is this value? This is dyne. So in 1 Newton we will have 10 raised to power 5 dyne. This is representing N1. This is U1. This is representing N2. This is representing U2. Let us do practice with one more numerical. Here we are given 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. This is density of mercury, and we have to find its value in SI system of unit. So gram per centimeter cube, this is representing density. We know physical quantity, we will go for its dimensional formula. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Dimensional formula for mass will be M1 and for volume it will be L3. So when it will go in numerator, it will change to M1 L raised to power -3 T raised to power 0. We will use equation N2 is equal to N1 U1 upon U2. N1 and U1, these things are given to us. N2 we have to find. U1 is given in CGS system. U2 we have to consider in SI system. So N2 will be equal to N1, M1 upon M2 raised to power A, L1 upon L2 raised to power B, T1 upon T2 raised to power C. N1 13.6. Above system, given system CGS system. So unit of mass will be 1 gram, unit of length will be 1 centimeter, and unit of time will be 1 second. In denominator, SI system is asked. So unit of mass 1 kilogram, unit of length 1 meter, unit of time 1 second. Now A, B, C, these value we replace. With the help of dimensional formula of density, A will be 1, B will be -3, T will be 0. Put the values here and replace 1 kilogram by 1000 gram, 1 meter by 100 centimeter. This factor will become 1. And you solve it. When you will solve it, you will get 13.6 into 10 raised to power 3. So 13.6 gram per centimeter cube is equal to 13.6 into 10 raised to power 3 kilogram per meter cube. One more numerical. Convert 1 joule into earth. This and joule and this earth, both are going to be units to measure energy. So physical quantity we know, this is energy, and dimensional formula for energy is M1 L2 T -2. Use formula N2 is equal to N1 U1 divided by U2. What is N1 given to us? N1 will be equal to 1. U1 we will consider size in SI system. U2 we will consider in CGS system. So N2 is equal to N1, M1 upon M2 raised to power A, L1 upon L2 raised to power B, T1 upon T2 raised to power C. In SI system, mass will be measured in kilogram, length will be in meter, time will be in second. In CGS system, mass will be in gram, length will be in centimeter, and time will be in second. A, B, C dimensions will be 1, 2 and -2. Replace kilogram by 1000 gram, 1 meter by 100 centimeter. When you will solve it, it will give you 1 only. So when you will solve this equation, you will be able to get 10 raised to power 7. So 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to power 7 earth.